You need to stop listening to others and start listening to yourself.
It's so noisy right now. This world is so noisy. We all walk around with these phones, computers. The world is so fast.
Nobody knows how to listen to themselves. They're scrolling on TikTok, music on loud every day.
We're not able to think. The most powerful weapon in the world is our mind, it's our brain.
Spend a half an hour every morning in quiet time first. Don't go. We're all guilty of it. It's very hard to do.
If you can be quiet for a half hour without, like, meditation, you know, the answers will come. You know what to do. You really know what to do.
You do it. Start with 5 minutes. Don't turn on any lights. Put your feet on the floor. Take some deep breaths and say thank you. And then just be quiet.
The biggest thing you have to do is shut off technology. You have to go dark. And discipline's good too. But without a clear headspace, there's no discipline. Let's say we have a circuit breaker, okay? And I'm loading everything up to one circuit. Just load it up. It's gonna blow. Once that thing blows, man, the circuit's all f***ed up. You gotta have each thing plugged into the right spot.
And I think if you're really still, if you make yourself really still and quiet, which is hard to do in this day and age of social media, okay, Facebook and Instagram, but if you're really still and quiet.
When's the last time you sat down and defined your symphony of success?
And I think we're all good at something. We're all good at something, really good.
Discipline is great. Motivation is great. But if you can't fit in your brain because it's all cluttered, there's no discipline. You may have it sometimes when it fits in that crowded garage of your mind, but you don't have the consistency that you need to have with that discipline.
When you get quiet, you start to hear things. Take time with yourself alone.
So you have to be quiet in your mind. Get away from people. We love being around people. We love talking. We love parties. We love all that. It's okay to be alone.
When they're driving, radio turned on. When they're home scrolling on their phones. When they ask for opinions, they ask for opinions from other people. They ain't even asking opinions from themselves.
No music, no nothing, just sound. Just try to be quiet first. Because what you're reacting to then is peace. Once you get up and grab the things or whatever, what you're reacting to is chaos.
We can't figure our purpose out or why we're here or why we're even born or whatever because it's so loud in our mind. We don't have any quiet time with ourselves to sit back and say, what do I really want? You have to be alone in a very dark place in your mind to think about what is important to you.
You can get addicted to peace, and you can also get addicted to chaos.
They're going to a psychologist, asking a psychologist for wisdom and advice on how to live their lives, and they're paying this money, and all you are is a client, so might as well keep this person sick as long as possible. They're deranged or in the loop of coming and sitting on the chair. Why? Because they're paying for the mortgage.
So Katie said, you know what, man, I'm f***ed up. So you gotta go to the truth first. Who are you?
Go touch some grass. Go do a handstand. Go eat some organic oranges.
I don't drink. I don't have a social life. I don't go to parties. I don't go get DUIs at clubs. I don't molest my dog. I train, I sleep, I train, I ride motorcycles and shoot guns. I'm a pretty simple guy.
And you're not going out and partying.
I'm not going out. No, that's not me. That's never been me though. Like if I was in a college, if I was in I couldn't be part of a fraternity, man. I would never join a fraternity. Ever. I'd be like, hey, fuck you all, man. I got my own going on over here, man. Go f yourself. That's me. I do my own shit. That's me.
I don't give a fuck about what anybody else is doing. How hard is it to understand? I don't watch people's stories on Instagram. I don't give a damn.
I just do me, you know? I'm out there running, working out, and just trying to find out more of what this is all about. Trying to find out more what I'm all about. So that takes me getting away.
Like, I don't care about anybody's pancake at the souffle shop and whatever, dude. I'm living my own reality.
What is it you're trying to do? What is your mission? What kind of shape are you in? How do you eat? How do you train? What are you reading? What's your environment like? Are you spending all this time scrolling, or are you spending time moving forward? All right, so those are the things that you can do to manage it.
So I know why you go on Instagram. I know why because you just have the time, because you don't want to put that time into bettering oneself.
People can stay home, they can scroll all day, they can get a check from the government, they can and bro, that removes their entire mission, their entire purpose in life.
Listen to the voice from within, the energy inside, knowing you can be more than this, where there are no limitations, excuses, negative energy. There's just high voltage of positive energy.
What would have had to have happened in a week for you to look back on that week with pride? Okay, maybe stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got for the day. That's action.
For some of you, when your favorite show come on, you can make sacrifices on Sunday when ain't nothing going on. But when your favorite show comes on Monday, bam, some of you focus until the phone ring, and then you like, I gotta answer it. If I don't answer the phone, I'm gonna die. I'm saying to you today that there are some of you, if you give up your cell phone, you would be successful. But your cell phone is more important to you than your success.
And I'm telling you from the bottom of my soul, it is so easy to beat people today. They are so soft. They have no work ethic. No one can stick with anything. Everyone's distracted. They're on social media. They're counting their fucking notifications because they can't stick with shit. They can't say no.
So I had to make some decisions. What's making me like this? I need to get it out of my life. And there were people, including family, that I'm like, nope, y'all are gone. I stopped watching the news. I'm like, nope, y'all are gone. You know, started changing my diet. Started spending a lot of time out on the front porch just smoking cigars, letting the world go by. And slowly over time, you know, got a handle on stuff. Went back to reading poetry and Marcus Aurelius and stuff, and just kind of got some of my perspective back.
Life is hard. It's always been hard from the beginning, and it will always be hard. All right, the problem we have today is in this modern world, we have movies and we have television and we have social media that are always telling us what life should look like and how a winner should always be a winner. But life is hard, and that's the way it's always been. It's our lot. Now, if you don't want to accept that, that's up to you. It's our place. And it has been for the history of mankind.
So strong men should always lead, I believe. And for the longest period of human time, that's how society functioned. The strongest men led. But in the Western world now, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Weak men are emotionally led. They're not particularly stoic. They're impulsive. And I would say that the most heinous acts, perhaps, that happen in modern society today are purported and committed by weak men. I don't think a school shooter is a strong man. I think it's a weak man. Girls don't like him. Never learned any emotional control. He's the kind of person who does exactly what the TV tells him to do. Act out your feelings. Cry when you want to cry. Well, now he's angry, so now what? You told him to act out his feelings. What do you expect him to do? I think that weak men do the worst things. I think weak men hurt women. I think weak men rob stores because they don't want to wake up and work hard and go to work and do it the honorable way. It's a weak man who goes and steals.
Is you're organizing your mind so you can put that discipline. So a lot of people talk about discipline. Okay, great. Why do you fall off the fucking wagon? Why can't I continue with this routine? Going to the gym, being better, waking up early, eating the right foods. It's because maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your job, and it's all just stuffed in your fucking brain. You don't have it compartmentalized and organized in these nice shelves.
If you don't exercise or draw out the potential in yourself, you are going to feel depressed. You're going to feel anxious because you know in your heart that you are leaving everything that you could potentially do and potentially become on the table.
If your life is not organized, and your life being everything around you, because it takes one little fucked up piece of an outside interference to clutter your whole mind.
Because it's on such a knife edge.
That's right. And people don't get that. Your mind has to always be clear. That's why I meditate 2 hours every single night. So then discipline's in there, organization, everything is in its right spot. So when I wake up, I'm ready to go.
But I understand like PTSD is real. I understand mental health is real. I'm not saying that, but I say if you're an 18-year-old boy or 18-year-old man and your life is pretty much okay, never had a car crash and lost both of your legs, which could have happened, you're actually very fortunate. And you wake up and you say, I'm depressed. I think you're an idiot. I don't think you're depressed. I think you've been psyoped. I think you feel a little bit of depression and you can fix that by changing your life. I think if you became rich and strong and smart and successful and you worked hard and you dedicated yourself and you were motivated and you tried your very, very best to become excellent, you probably wouldn't feel depressed anymore, which means it's not a disease, is it?
If I'm getting anxiety or I'm feeling depressed, it's because I'm fucking up on my shit for sure.
Yeah.
Or I'm doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing.
Even though I do believe in God, I think that we've designed ourselves and the human has grown into a way where if you feel depressed or sad, I think that's a fantastic trigger or a warning signal to do something. If you're uncomfortable being out of shape, you'll get in shape. If you're happy being out of shape, then you're just gonna stay out of shape, right? So if you feel a degree of uncomfortableness inside of your mind, I think it's just your mind telling you that something about your life needs to change. Yes. Guys would say to me, I'm depressed because I'm fat and I have no girlfriend. And I'd say, no, you have no girlfriend and you're fat and that's why you're depressed. If you go change those two things, you'd probably be surprised that your disease goes away.
But at the same time, your balance and my balance and his balance are different. And so I think a man has to find his own balance.